SoapNet, the new way to watch soaps.
Tell me, Paul. Where did Kevin Buchanan get that baby?
Well, babe, why don't you think about that for a minute? You know, Kevin goes to Kelly and says, hey, sweetheart.
Yeah, but I don't get it. Kevin said that they split up. How come? They just had that little boy and he can't be more than 6 or 7 months old.
It's hard to explain. It's a very complicated situation.
In what way?
Well, the baby, it's not really Kevin's.
Well, then whose is he?
Funny. A return address. Grief. How small are they gonna make the print? Local mogul and native son Kevin Buchanan is apparently bouncing back quickly from his recent divorce. Word is that the former lieutenant governor is considering tossing his hat back into the political ring. Hope this helps. Thank you, Todd.
Are you nuts?
Get the hell out. And now.
How'd you get past the guards?
Oh, guards. They are a joke. They can't keep me out of my own house, Manning, and neither can you.
Okay. Hey, so you got to shoot your gun off. You did your cowboy thing. Why don't you just get back on your damn horse and leave us alone?
No. The only ones leaving are you two.
We're not going anywhere, Asa.
Oh. Well, that's fine with me. You two can stay. I'll bury the two of you in the back 40, next to the vacuum cleaner salesman who couldn't take no for an answer.
Hey.
Hey.
You see Mrs. Vega around?
Yeah, she was here earlier. She left with Jessica.
You have any idea where they went?
No, they both looked really upset. They were talking and then they took off. It was definitely intense, whatever it was. Do you know what's going on?
I need a note here. No, I can't really say. Sorry.
Well, I can't say that I blame you. I mean, I wouldn't trust me either after that whole stupid heist thing with Rex and Paul.
Well, don't forget, there was no stupid heist because of the information you gave the security company.
Yeah, well, I shouldn't have gotten involved in the first place.
In the end, Natalie, you did the right thing. And that's who you really are. Excuse me. McBain. You went back? Okay. But just slow down for a second. Antonio's at Lion's Heart right now?
Antonio's been up there long enough.
Please, Tico, just let him do what he has to do. She can't tell him anything now.
I don't want him in my house, and especially not in her bedroom.
What possible harm could it do at this point?
Because I'm afraid you could be right, Sonia. Angelina's death might not have been an accident.
My dear Antonio, I do not know where to begin. There's so much to tell. I am not the woman you believe me to be. You have known me as Angelina Paredes, but my real name is Isabella Santi. I was married to Manuel, and we had a son whom we named after him. You are that son, Antonio, my firstborn. A beautiful little boy I thought I'd lost so many years ago. I am your mother. You are my Manuelito.
It's your last chance. You two start walking. Will you damn die?
Hey, drop the gun, Pa.
As soon as I rid my house of these two trespassers.
Look, you fire that gun, you're not gonna have to worry about living in a house. You're gonna be living in Statesville Prison.
Yeah, you won't like the food either, trust me.
You won't testify against me.
If you don't put that gun down, yeah, I will. And I'm sure Officer Madison will, too. I thought we agreed that you were going to handle this through legal channels.
A shotgun is a legal channel where I come from.
You know, Asa, if you're so partial to the legal system in Texas, why don't you go home? You can't go around shooting people just because you have a lot of money in your bank account.
Yeah, Bo, get this maniac out of my home.
Don't you ever call this place your house.
It's time to go, Pa.
Oh? I'm not leaving my home.
Make sure he gets back to his suite at the palace, all right? And make sure he stays there. Don't make him cuff you, Pa.
Right this way, Mr. Buchanan.
All right. A little bit of advice. I'd sleep with one eye open if I were you two.
Why aren't you sending him to jail? He was about to shoot us, Bo. That's attempted murder.
I don't have a clue what you're talking about, Manning. And I'm sorry if he disturbed you. You know, you really ought to think about getting this door fixed. Night.
Antonio wasn't even in the house when Angelina died. How could he possibly be responsible?
Get back to bed, please.
No.
Please! I don't know, but when I found him upstairs, he was firing questions at her, harassing her.
That doesn't mean he hurt her.
You didn't see her. She was extremely upset. That might have provoked her accident.
It's just so hard to believe that Angelina's gone. Isabella. Guess at least you can stop pretending now.
Oh, pretending to be our governess is what kept her alive. Even my father wasn't able to find us for years. That's why he agreed that it would be safer for us if she remained Angelina Paredes. It mattered to him. I mattered.
I suppose. And yet he left all his money to Antonio, the son he never met.
Because Antonio was the oldest. And besides, if he hadn't turned out to be a cop, this wouldn't have mattered. But he would have turned all of my father's fortune over to the FBI.
You know, Tico, when we do find that money, we can't keep it. I mean, I know that that was the original plan, was to keep it and try to do some good with it, but not after this. We have to give it back to the FBI ourselves before anyone else gets hurt. Too many people have already died.
I did not know until I came here that you were alive, that God had spared you from a terrible explosion. Please forgive me, my son, that I was away from you all those years. You have always been in my heart, and I am so proud of the strong, courageous, loving man you have grown to be. I hope you can forgive and come to know your brother, Tico. And I hope that someday you will be able to forgive your father. You are his namesake, his firstborn, Manuel Santi. But in my heart, you will always be my Manuelito, mi pequeño león. Manuelito, my little lion, mi pequeño león. Te quiero mucho. I love you so much, my darling son. Such a good boy.
Oh my God. It's all true. My family, my life. It's all been a lie.
So you said that the baby's not Kevin Buchanan's. What are you talking about?
All right, look. You can't tell anyone, okay? Though it's not like half the town doesn't know anyway.
What?
My sister, Kelly, she had this affair with this guy, Todd Manning. And she got pregnant with Ace. And she let Kevin think that it was his baby. Kevin found out and divorced Kelly.
That's awful.
Kelly's still trying to put her life back together.
But I don't get it. If Kevin's not really the real father, how does he have Ace?
It was this huge custody battle. It was a mess.
He fought her for custody?
Mm-hmm. His lawyers did a real smear job on her, made everybody think that she was this unfit mother. Which wasn't true, of course, but the judge believed him, and Kevin won.
Oh, your poor sister. I know exactly how she feels.
A little bit more?
Oh, what a touching picture. Really, where's the media? Photo op.
Dorian, please.
Come on. Single father struggling to care for his baby son all alone.
Oh, luckily, he's young enough not to realize what Kelly and the rest of you have put him through.
He is well aware that he has lost his precious mother. And as soon as he's old enough, hello, Ace, I am going to tell him the truth about how you stole him.
I didn't steal him. He was granted custody, legal custody. If anyone stole him, it was Kelly and Paul.
His mother was homeless. She gave him up because she wanted him to have a good home and a loving mother, like Kelly.
His mother, whoever she was, has long been out of the picture. He's legally mine now.
You better give Kelly visitation rights.
Oh, no, that's not gonna happen.
All right, then.
Are you gonna hang on to that?
I guess that your buddies in the media are all gonna have to get a copy of this.
I'm gonna have to take off now.
Okay, be careful.
Always. It's good to see you.
Yeah, you too.
Are you okay? What is it? What?
I already reported him earlier for trespassing tonight. Yes, he's in my house now. Well, send some officers then.
Did you know?
You have to admit it was priceless watching Bo drag Ace out of his own home. It was almost worth staring down the old man's shotgun.
It was not. Bo should have thrown Ace up.
Use what little brains you've got before I blow them away.
Where the hell's our security?
He's got a gun, Todd.
I built this place from the ground up. I know ways of getting out of here you will never find. Because you do not own this damn house.
I can't believe Bo let him go.
He did not.
How'd you get away from the cop?
He's in my suite. I fixed it so he could stay there for a while. That means we have a little more time to complete our business.
Todd, he's really gonna kill us.
Anyway, that's Kevin and Kelly's story, and poor little Ace was caught in the middle.
Was your sister trying to get him back?
Yeah, her lawyers are appealing, but I don't know. I just hope she gets him back before he starts kindergarten. Anyway, look, you know, it's getting really late, and I'm sure you want to head back to Pine Valley, so why don't I walk you out to your car?
Why are you trying to get rid of me, Paul?
He was in love with me. Kevin told you he was in love with you. Kevin told me that he was going to leave his wife for me. But then she announced her pregnancy on TV.
Turn it off.
Don't you like the sound of her voice? From her testimony, you liked everything else about her.
Where'd you even get that tape?
Does it matter?
Well, the press wasn't allowed in the courtroom, Dorian. I made sure of that. The hearing was closed. The records were sealed.
There was a leak. But fortunately for you, this tape, the information on it, hasn't gotten out to the media yet. You wouldn't want that to happen. It's a sordid story. Procuring the services of high-priced hookers while your pregnant wife, is home alone.
That's a lie, and you know it.
Not according to this testimony.
You paid her for that testimony.
I never paid her a penny. I never saw her until the moment she walked in the courtroom. But I can promise you something. I wouldn't hesitate for a moment to use exactly this sort of tactic in the future.
Meaning what?
Meaning give Kelly visitation, or else there are going to be an awful lot of other hookers showing up with some really disgusting, nasty accusations. And it's bad timing, isn't it? Especially now that your political aspirations have come out of hibernation.
Where'd you hear that?
You can't afford a scandal, Kevin. Not with your record. Because even if you're proven innocent, by that time, the election and your career will be over.
Uncle Bo? Hi.
Hey, Natalie. Here, quiet. Have a seat here. Have a seat. How's it going?
Okay. How are you?
Well, it'd be going fine for me if I could figure a way to keep your grandpa out of prison.
I thought Grandpa was in Texas.
Came back a little early.
And he's in trouble already? I mean, what did he do?
I guess you haven't heard this, but Todd and Blair have taken up residence in your grandpa's house.
What? How in the world did that happen?
There was a mistake made in the divorce papers when Pa and Blair split. See, he wanted to just leave her a little plot of land out by the manure pile, but instead, she got 12 acres of his estate, which included the house. Clerical error.
And they just discovered this now? I mean, come on, how many years ago was this?
I guess nobody thought to read the fine print. But needless to say, your grandpa's not too happy about being kicked out of his own house.
Yeah, I can imagine. So that brings me to what exactly did he do?
Well, when I saw him, he was holding a shotgun on Todd and Blair.
Oh. I know it's not funny, but...
No, it really wouldn't be funny if you were the commissioner of police.
Probably worse than when John hauled me off to jail.
Yeah, you've been hauled in a couple of times here since you've been involved with this Paul Kramer.
I know that you think that Paul is trouble.
No, look, I'm not going to lecture you. As far as I'm concerned, this problem will be taken care of by John. From what he says, it's pretty much handled now anyway.
Yeah, I think we've come to an understanding.
How do you get a cup of coffee around here?
I'll get it.
No, hey, you don't have to do that.
Come on. I do it all the time.
Tell me, Diego. Did you know?
What are you talking about? Did I know? Did I know what?
You're my brother, did you know? Somos hermanos, tú y yo. ¿Tú supiste? ¿Ah? Yo perdí a mi mamá, a mi hermano, a mi vida, y ahora te tengo que aceptar a ti como mi hermano. You, like my brother. How? Huh? How could you lie to me?
I didn't.
Why didn't you tell me, Diego? What are you hiding? Did you kill our mother?
What?
Our mother, Isabella. She wrote me a letter. She asked me to forgive you. Why? Why should I do that? Why should I forgive you? What did you do, Tico? Did you kill her?
She was right. You are insane.
Answer me. Did you kill her? Hmm? She knew the truth, huh? Is that why? Huh? Is that why you killed her? Come on, Tico. Come on, man. You're running out of time.
Antonio! God, you're gonna kill him. Stop! Stop!
Antonio! Antonio, let him go. Let him go. Hey, let him go.
Look at me. What's going on here?
Angelina. She died tonight.
Don't call her that. Her name wasn't Angelina.
Come on, Asa. You're the one that gave me 12 acres of land, not .12.
I didn't give you squat.
The divorce decree is legal. The house is mine, so deal with it.
The hell I will. I'm not gonna let you two rob me of my land and my house for some damn typo. Now, turn around and start marching.
Should we rush him? I think we can take him.
He knows how to shoot a gun.
Good. I'm glad you remembered something, Blair. Now go on, both of you, out of my house before I turn those kids of yours into orphans.
I still miss him so much.
You and Christian didn't get nearly enough time to share a life together.
You know, sometimes I just wonder what my life would have been like if he hadn't died. Sometimes I'm driving home from work, and I still remember that loft we used to live in. And I can open the door, and I can almost still smell his paints. I keep thinking for just 1 second, if I open my eyes, he's gonna be there, standing behind a canvas, making something beautiful. I'm sorry.
No. Don't be. I've been there myself.
Great. I'm so sorry. I totally brought all of this back for you, didn't I?
Hey, look. I don't want to forget Gabrielle. And you've got all these memories with Christian that you want to hang on to. And it's great because memories are wonderful. As long as you don't try to live your life now in all of those memories.
Guess as they say, 1 step forward, 2 steps back. Of course, in my case, 5 steps back.
No, look, hey, you're being way too hard on yourself right now. Took a lot of courage to deal with your loss the way that you did, and you're still stepping forward. John stepped back.
Well, guess you see everything, right? Being a cop.
Well, maybe not everything, but I guess I just thought that you guys were good for each other.
Yeah, so did I. But we're just friends, and that's what we'll always be. Doesn't matter, I'm with Paul now anyway, so.
Yeah. You know, we never know where life is going to take us. Or how long it's going to take for it to get us there.
He could have killed me. I want him out of my house.
What happened here? What'd you mean when you said her name wasn't Angelina?
This is a family matter. We just lost someone that's very dear to us. Is it too much to ask for some privacy so that we can grieve?
I'm through with all the lies. I'm out of here. Hey, wait a minute. We're all tired of the lies. You're not going anywhere until we find out what's going on.
Well, since you won't give me an answer, I guess I'll be distributing these tapes to the media.
Dorian, just a minute.
Oh, good. We do have a deal. You'll give Kelly visitation.
No, I didn't say that.
Maybe you need to hear a little more of the tape.
No, I don't need to hear it. I've heard it.
I hope you have a vivid memory, because Mr. and Mrs. Average Voter of Pennsylvania, they care very much about family values. They're going to reject any candidate who carries on with hookers while his wife is carrying his baby.
Okay, that's enough. Dorian, just give me a minute. All right, just hold off. I'm releasing the tape.
24 hours. Oh, don't cry, sweetheart. It's gonna be okay. See, I've got a really good feeling about this. I think you're gonna make the right decision. Bye, sweetheart.
Hey, what do I gotta do to prove it to you, all right? I'm not trying to get rid of you. And why would I do that?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe I bring up things you want to try to forget?
Oh, right. Well, okay, fine. We had a rocky history, but you know what? That's in the past. I was just thinking, you know, maybe you'd want to go home. Or maybe not.
Want some more?
Hello again. Or maybe I should say goodnight.
Can you say goodnight to Bella? Thank you for helping me out.
It was my pleasure.
Oh.
He's a real beauty, aren't you, buddy?
Yeah, he is. And he knows it, don't you? Say goodbye. Good night. Oh, thank you.
Oh, good night. Hey, sleep tight, little fella, you hear? Yeah.
Thank you.
You're working awfully late tonight.
I just thought I'd get caught up on some paperwork and some reading.
Why now?
Well, Nora took Matthew to Disney World, and all of a sudden I find I've got all this free time on my hands.
They should be back soon, right? What about school?
Oh, yeah, they'll be back real soon. It's just, it's really lonely without the little guy.
Just Matthew or Matthew and Nora? Because, wise man once told me, you never know where life's gonna take you.
Take it easy. We're on the same side.
We're all on the same side here. I don't want any trouble. We just want to be left in peace.
Go ahead, get out of here.
Antonio.
Well, I'll tell you, I'm not going anywhere until I get some answers. So I guess they're gonna come from you two.
Okay, Asa, you give me 5 minutes. I'll run upstairs and get a few things, and then we'll be out of your hair, okay?
Anything you left behind, Blair, will be out front with the pile of trash. Now get. Get.
Come on, Todd.
Charlie, get a couple of stable hands, bring it up to the main house. The front door needs a little fixing.
Well, it looks like it's just about closing time. I think I'll take it off.
I think you're just trying to avoid talking about Nora.
Natalie, there is nothing to talk about.
Well, I guess I'm gonna have to believe you, because I know the police commissioner would never lie to me.
Exactly, and don't you ever forget that. Come on. I'll walk you home.
Sounds nice. Hey, thanks for caring.
That just comes with the uncle job, But you never forget. I'm not the only one that cares.
Angelina had an accident upstairs in her bedroom. She fell and broke a glass, and she cut herself. She lost too much blood, and by the time the ambulance came, she was dead.
Okay.
I don't think it's even sunk in yet for any of us.
Why did Antonio say Angelina wasn't her real name?
Well, you saw him. He didn't know what he was saying.
You haven't said anything.
There's nothing to say.
All right. Well, that's it. For tonight, anyway. I'm sorry for your loss. I'll show myself out.
Where do you think you're going?
Stay tuned for scenes from the next One Life to Live.
How do they feel?
On the next One Life to Live.
Let's just end this now.
Did you want to be with John McBain?
This thing, I think it all started when he found out Manuel Santi was his uncle.
He wasn't his uncle. Antonio is Manuel Santi's oldest son. Now that you know, just please let me help you.
Dive into Melrose Place, weekdays at 6, only on SoapNet.